Okay, in this lesson, we're going to learn a couple new chords, and we're going to start focusing on switching chords in time. Now, this can be very challenging for folks in the beginning, but it's critical to playing with a real musical feel, and that is switching chords in time. So let's start with a chord we already know. We're going to start with the G. Okay? As you recall from the last lesson, that's middle finger on the 3rd fret, first finger on the 2nd fret, open D, open G. Now here's a new twist. I want you to take your ring finger and put it on the 3rd fret this time of the B string, and your pinky on the 3rd fret of E. Just an alternate way to play the G. Okay? Now from G, we're going to go to a C9 chord. Okay? And all I do is I take my first finger and move it down one string to the D string, and my middle finger goes to the A string. So it looks just like G, but now I have 5 strings. Okay? Here's a G, and then a C9. All right? The last chord in this series is going to be a D. Now a D is quite a bit different, but it looks like this. I have my first finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the high E string. And as you'll notice from your chord chart, only 4 strings are strummed in a D chord. Okay? No E and no A. So the 3 chords are G, C, or C9, and then a D. Arguably one of the most common chord progressions for the guitar. G, C, D. Now notice that my fingers are only moving as far as I need to. From G to C, I keep my ring finger and pinky down because they don't need to lift up. Okay? That'll be tricky at first, but notice how deliberately my fingers move from one set of strings to the next. When you're learning how to switch chords, I want you to pick 2 chords at a time and go back and forth. Notice from C9 to D, it's my ring finger that doesn't need to move this time. Okay? This will take a while to get the hang of, but it's, again, critical to learning how to play songs on the guitar. So here's how you're going to switch in time. Once you feel comfortable with each chord, I want you to strum 1 strum per measure. And now, if you're not sure what a measure is, don't worry about that, but you're just going to count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay? That's 1 strum per measure. Now, as soon as you strum that chord, you can move to the next one. So like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, G. When you feel comfortable with that, try 2 strums per measure. So that would be 2 strums and then 2 beats to switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, G. You guessed it, when you're comfortable with that, try 3 strums. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch, G. Notice how each time you get an extra strum, but 1 less beat to switch. Finally, when you're feeling comfortable with that, try 4 strums per measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now you can loop this and go over and over and over again. The most important thing though is that you can keep a beat. You could set a metronome or tap your foot, but whatever you do, make sure that you're strumming in time. And again, in the beginning, I would pick 2 chords and go back and forth. G to C, and then pick C and D. It'll take a while, but if you practice this way, you'll get the hang of it and you'll be able to play in time. So that's switching chords in time.